Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your spring equinox reading. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I hope you're having a wonderful month. Happy new astrological year. And let's get into it. Let's get into the vibe. So we want a main card for like the general energy for the season for Pisces. This season, Pisces, is when, I don't know, you'll still be going through the same thing. There will be a shift, though. There will be a shift that comes, I think, around May. Okay. All right. So we will be working on some trust issues. There may be some healing of some trust issues. This season will be around that kind of turning this 5 energy of kind of all the hard lessons that have come into play, the expansion, the push to improve your communication, to improve your trust in yourself. Like all of that stuff will come to the highlight. It will come to the forefront, and you will find that ability to move on. Let's get your main cards. April, May, and June. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Lots of 2s. Okay. April, May, and let's get June. Lots of 2s for my lovely. Ooh, and the star card in reverse. Ooh, my. Okay. Well, let's see what this is about. Let's see. For the 2 of Swords, what's going on with that for our Pisces? Okay, so we have Temperance. Love that. That's a good one. And we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. So, Pisces, 2 of Swords. There's a decision that you need to make. There's a choice that you need to decide. We have 2 swords here. We have 2 cups here. Eventually moving over to 2 cups there. We have 2. It's a lot of 2s. There's a lot of 2s. There's a lot of maybe partnership, maybe community, you and another person, you and another dream, you and another, like you going from just being you on your own to being you in combination with something else. You're expanding, you're growing, you're multiplying. Okay, there's partnership and balance and all those wonderful things coming into play here. Lots of very active 2 energy. So we have these choices. We have these 2 swords that you're holding up here. You're covering up your heart. Your eyes are closed. You're trying to go within and like really make a logical decision about what's going to move forward. This is kind of, if you think about like on the path and the process to being able to like move forward and utilize your wisdom and mature in your thought process and things like that. This is kind of that space where it's like you have to tap into this way of knowing, this inner way of knowing, this inner wisdom. It's a part of the maturity process, of the growing up process. And so in that, it's like going in and quieting your mind, maybe separating a little bit from your emotions, not in the sense of like ignoring them. We never repress, we never ignore, we always acknowledge and we take it in, but not being so pulled or moved by your emotions that you're unable to make a logical decision. So tapping into those feelings and getting the knowledge from them, the wisdom from them, the message from your emotions. So like putting the swords down, opening up your heart, taking the mask off, looking around you to see what's actually happening in the situation so that you can have like all the information that's available, right? Coming from that, as a clarifier, we get the Temperance card. So there's this, again, balancing of the heart and the mind. It's very much so, it's Sagittarius energy. It is an energy of like our higher selves, and I don't really like using that term, but like our self that we would like to see come to fruition, that we may be working towards, that we have access to because time is not real, but this person that we want to be, this person who we can be at our best, is sitting here and saying like, hey, we got to balance some of these things out. There's a little bit of there's an imbalance that's happening here. And we see it in the 2 of Swords being played out on a higher level, I'm so sorry, y'all. I keep using these hierarchical terms. We keep seeing this play out on maybe a deeper level, an archetypal level with this Temperance card, and that it's saying like, no, this is very real. I have 1 foot on the land, 1 foot in the world, 1 foot in the practical. I have 1 foot in the water. here, and I'm in the spirit, in the soul, in the emotions, in the stream of consciousness, and I gotta get these things together. I gotta get these things on the same level. And in order to do so, we're gonna have to be able to combine them. We're gonna have to be able to temper. And I always use the water analogy because it makes the most sense with the 2 cups and pouring them. But it's taking, say you have hot water in one bowl and you have cold water in another bowl, and then you pour them into, you mix them. Maybe you're pouring back and forth like this individual is doing, the angel is doing in the temperance card, or maybe you pour them into a third bowl and you mix them up, and it tempers the heat. It manages the heat. It makes it more even, more temperate, right? Medium, warm, comfortable, cozy, all that wonderful temperance, right? But in this one, it's tempering your heart and your mind. It's tempering your emotional desires, your emotional needs with the logic and the practicality and the mindfulness. And it's taking those things and combining them together to be something more, to be something in the middle, to bring you peace and balance, right? And so there may be wisdom that you receive from spirit, from your guides, from the universe, from God, whoever it is that you work with, your angels, your ancestors. And it may be the emotions, the feelings, the embodiment, the lived experience of your life coming together and making something that's like, okay, I can, or what we would think of in alchemy terms, the baser elements, the things that are of the earth, of those maybe deeper, darker desires, maybe things that are unconsciously directing you, and putting them together in order to make a whole, complete, lived experience for you. And part of that is going to come from, as you temper these things, as you find that balance, you find that middle ground, you find that world of lived, comfortable experience, is going to involve some mourning of releasing of some things, releasing of some dreams, releasing of some connections, releasing of some partnerships. It is a time to do some mourning. You need to do some mourning. You need to set some time aside. Perhaps this is for the yous that will never be. Perhaps this is for the old versions of yourself. Perhaps this is for connections that are no longer here. But whatever it is, you need to put that time aside, and you need to mourn it and release it, because you're snatching up these 2 cups, these 2 cups, these 2 cups. They're popping in for you in May. So in April, do the mourning, do the work, make the decision, make the goal, make the decision, make the choice, choose the path forward that brings you temperance, that brings you balance. And those other cups, those other things, those other people, those other commitments, those other versions of yourself, mourn them and release them. And pick up those 2 cups behind you, because we're moving forward, okay, into May. So in May, we have a 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is maybe perhaps a new partnership, a new relationship, a new project, a new, I keep saying new, but I don't necessarily mean new, like something new that you're creating, but like the possibility, the multiplication, the enhancement of something new coming along, something of this new, oh my goodness, I keep saying new, I don't want to keep saying new, the combination of this partnership, this multiplication of the 1 cup that was already there and overflowing in an Ace of Cups, to now there being 2 cups, now it being not just you, but you and another. Whether this is you and another dream, your dream has expanded, this is you and another individual, you have found love, you have found family, you have found community, you have found friendship. It is you and the other. So another cup coming to meet the cup that already exists. Okay, let's get your clarifiers for this. Ooh, I love that. We have a lovely 8. Oh, May is good. This is why we do the work in April, because May is delicious. May is good. May is Strength card, 8, 3. So we have follow your intuition, follow your passion, tap into that inner knowing, tap into that fieriness, tap into that Leo, tap into taking a look at your patterns and your, that infinity, your patterns, the things that you keep running into over and over again, and reshaping those things, making new choices, putting down the old and moving towards the new, allowing yourself to grow and to flourish. We have then followed by the 3 of Cups. So these cups are just multiplying. They're moving on up exactly as we would like for them to. We go from the 2 of Cups to the 3 of Cups, and allowing yourself to meet new people, and allowing yourself to have new people in your life, and allowing yourself to be more creative and to express your creativity. It not only allows you to tap into your intuition, to combine your human nature with your animal nature, your conscious and your unconscious. It also allows you to find even more people who are along that same path, even more people, the joy and the celebration, the fun of life and living, and your cup continuing to grow and overflow. Now let's take a look at your June, because June is the star card in reverse. So it's like maybe a dream unrealized, maybe something that, this is interesting. This is interesting. Ooh-wee. Oh, I love this. Swords have come to play. It's Aquarius, and Aquarius is kind of outside of itself. Normally, I would say that the star card, like I said, a dream unrealized, maybe a wish that you made that didn't come true, maybe just things being turned on their head a little bit. But the clarifiers for this card are fascinating. We get the 10 of Swords, which is like the stress. So remember this when I was talking about this is you were pushed to address the places where you were not being honest with yourself and where other people were not being honest with you. You had to go through this process of finding the spot where you could think clearly, where you could think outside of this space where you feel like you have to lie to yourself and to other people in order to create a space where people are comfortable and where you feel comfortable. And perhaps even where you were lying to yourself about what it was that you really wanted. And so we mourned, right? We found new things, right? And then maybe it's time to realize that maybe the wishes, the person that we were building, the things that we were looking for was not even what we really wanted or what we really needed. And with that, we get to this space where the stress, the strain, the confusion, the harshness, the lies, the deception, the sleepless nights, and the anxiety comes to an end, where peace of mind comes to fruition. We let go of the unrealized dreams, of the dreams that weren't maybe even ours. Maybe they were other people's. And we find peace in our mind. And we get justice. Love justice. That's me, Libra. Pisces rising, so I always repping for my Pisces gang. But Libra sun, I'm always repping for my Libras as well. Okay, and I'm showing up here in the Leo too. Sorry. Okay, not about me. Sorry, had a Libra Leo moon moment. Not about me. But we get Justice card as well. So we get this sense of balance. And I talked to you about how you're reading with all these twos. I was like, there is a great need for balance here. There is a very high influence and message around two, around balance, around harmony. Temperance, balance, harmony, justice, balance, harmony. The scales must be balanced. And as I always tell people, these scales will not balance themselves. Like, these scales will be balanced. Whatever is off, five, the odd numbers popping up, the fives here, the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, whatever's out of balance will be righted in some way, shape, or form. Be mindful of what it is that you're doing, because Justice card is cause and effect. It is not necessarily, and it can be that justice will be served, that the rights will be wronged, all these wonderful things. It could be like legal things, legal matters coming and playing in your favor, things of that nature, you know. But in its core, justice is just cause and effect. What you put in will determine what you get out. And whether that is something that is even and balanced, we will only see, time will tell. But if you are willing to look at your dreams, to look at your wishes, to look at your hopes, and to look at where you may not have been truthful to yourself or to others about what those really were, and to let them go, to realign yourself, to move into a new space, to trust, to actually trust yourself, to actually listen to your instincts, to listen to your intuition, and to go after the things you actually want. If you are brave enough to do that, you may find that in June, the star card will be turned on its head. And you're like, no, but that's my hopes and wishes and dreams. Not if they weren't the ones you actually want. Not if they aren't the ones that actually bring you peace of mind and justice. and balance. Yeah, you get hopes and dreams that were placed upon you or that you think will bring you these things, but they don't. They bring you stress. They bring you dishonesty. They bring you lack of peace and direction. And yeah, maybe you're super successful. Maybe all the things that you do end up working out in some shape or form. But it gets very much Nine of Wands. At what cost? At what cost? Your mental stability. Your mental peace of mind. Loss of friendships and partnerships and jobs and all these other things falling apart around you on your quest to fulfill some arbitrary goal and dreams and all these other things. As the children like to say, because I'm in my 30s, be FFR. Like, time to be for real, okay? Like, the time of telling yourself these tales has come to an end. Be for real. These are not the dreams that you've wanted. Not in the way that you want it. On the surface, and that's the thing, you don't have a Seven of Cups here, but on the surface, the fantasies sound great. They sound amazing. It's a fantasy. It's not real. And when you actually get into it, it's terrible. It's stressful. You're unhappy. You're not getting the stuff that you really want. Let it go. Let it go. Move into this new space. Move into following your actual passions, the things that make your heart feel full and don't bring you a whole bunch of stress. It helps you feel connected to your intuition. You're following yourself. You're aligned with what your body needs, what your heart needs, what your mind needs, what your soul needs. And you find there, oh my goodness, there's actually all these other people who are in the exact same space and who love this and who love me and who want to be in celebration and joyfulness with me. And your cups just keep growing. They just keep going on that path to the Ten of Cups. And then we get here, we go 2, 5, 10. 5 and 10, completion and closure. This is what you want. Peace of mind. Justice. You want to be able to get out what you put in. You want to be able to find that peace and that balance. This will come from letting go of this idea of what the star means to you. Okay? All right. Let's get your outcome. I feel like I've been lecturing you. I'm very sorry. I love you. Here's your outcome. Okay, we have the Six of Cups in reverse, and we have the Seven of Wands. Ooh, oh my. Okay. Six of Cups is all about looking back on the past with fond memories, maybe feeling a little naive, a little worried about what's to come or how you're approaching the situation. It's in reverse. So when I tell you, that's why I was like, you are up. Eyes are open. Eyes are open. You're not living in the fantasy world anymore. You're living in the real world. All right. You're not looking at the past with fond memories. You're not over here like rose-colored glasses. All the stuff that went on here in the past, the stuff, the cups you had to mourn over here. You're not like, oh my God, maybe it wasn't that bad. You ain't there. You woke up. You realized that this star that you had chosen was not a star with an asteroid. It was about to take you and everybody else out. You woke up. And you're looking things very clearly, very realistically. You are saying that I've learned from the situation. And now I understand that I have to defend myself when I need to. That I have to stand and I have to go after the things I want. I have to fight for myself. Not in a, violent sense or anything like that, but like in an exploratory sense. Sevens are all about exploration. There are scientists. There are ones who kind of like find new things. It's 17 only on a different level. It's that 7 energy of saying like, I have to express myself. And what I realized is that when I was in the past making excuses for people, only looking at the bright side of things, not holding myself and other people accountable, I was compromising. I wasn't fighting for myself. I wasn't defending myself. I wasn't achieving victories towards my goals and then knowing that like I was standing on business. I was living in the fantasy. I was living in the rose-colored glass. There's times when we need that. There's times when when that allows you to be able to see things from a different perspective. But sometimes you need that wisdom and that reality to take those rose-colored glasses off and to see things as they were in order to say, I won't be making that choice again. two of swords. That choice, that space, that distrust, it won't be happening again. And now I'm moving forward. Seven of Wands. I'm seeing the expansion. I'm seeing the growth, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going up that hill. I'm going to pick up more wands because my manifestations are coming. 8 of Wands. And yeah, I'm going to get to that point, 9 of Wands. Like I said, at what cost? Think it through. Make wise decisions. And then I'm going to be at the end. I'm going to be 10 of Wands. I'm going to have built the castle, made it up the hill, picked up all the responsibilities, seen them through. It's a shift in the way that you're approaching things. And I think you need to allow yourself to be a little bit more gentle with yourself, have a little bit more self-compassion, to understand and use that not as a thing of shame or avoidance, but to really have seen it for what it was. 5 of Cups to 6 of Cups in reverse. To see the truth of what went on in your relationships, in your heart, in your mind, and to make different choices based on that wisdom, based on those insights, and to fight for yourself. Let's get your oracle card. Pisces, spring 2024. Oh my goodness, okay, this card wants to come out. Navigation. Oh, I know this card. I know this card. Okay. It is time to tap into your innate navigation system and plan your trip. Determine where you are heading and imagine the final destination where you see yourself at peace. After all, even the best GPS wouldn't do you any good if you don't know the address. Determine where you are right now in your life, clarify your vision, and check what attitudes will help you along the way. Forming a new healthy habit doesn't come easily, but you can prevail with a strong will and determination. This card can also symbolize finding your calling and purpose in life. Use this card when you want to better visualize your goals. The universe has a magical way of manifesting when we truly present our desires. Tell them the truth. What is it you actually want? Imagine yourself in the murky waters. Your internal compass is here to navigate you through the mud and difficulties. See yourself going through the seaweed and into the clear waters, where your destiny is right in front of you. It's here waiting for you. This is my goal, or state your goal in a very concise sentence. All right, Pisces, your assignment has been made. I love you. Have a very happy, wonderful, prosperous spring equinox. I'll see y'all later. Bye.